Hello, Libra. There you are. Maybe you're patting on your makeup in the soft light by the mirror, or stirring honey into your tea, or folding warm laundry into careful piles the way you do, or lying flat on your back with the lamp low, getting ready to let the day go. Wherever you are, I'm glad you found your way here. This is your reading for July 2026, and I want us to take it slow. Here's how this works, so you feel settled before we begin. There are 3 piles in front of us: Pile A, Pile B, and Pile C. Each pile is named after one big card, a major arcana card, and that card is the main feeling of your whole month. It's also a little signal, a hint about one important moment coming your way, the kind of thing you'll look back on later and nod about. Under each big card sit 3 smaller cards. Those show you how the month actually plays out week by week in the small, real moments of your life. And here's my promise to you. Whichever pile you pick, the 4 cards together will touch your work or your studies, your relationships, and your family. Your whole life, held in one reading. Nothing left out. You know how you do that thing where you weigh everyone else's needs first and quietly set your own to the side. We're going to gently look at that this month. So take a slow breath with me now. Let your shoulders drop. The choosing comes next. Okay, this is the moment. 3 piles, A, B, and C. On your screen right now, you can see the 3 big cards playing side by side, and those are the names of what you're choosing between. Pile A is the Chariot, Pile B is the Sun, Pile C is the Moon. Take one slow breath in and let it out even slower. Soften your shoulders again. Now notice which one your eyes keep going back to. The one you keep returning to is yours. Take your time, Libra. There's no rush here. The Chariot is the headline of your whole month, Libra, and it walks in like someone who has finally decided. This is the energy of taking the reins of something you have circled for too long. July hands you focus, drive, and the win that comes from steady hard work, not luck. What have you been waiting to commit to, all the way, with both hands? If you chose this pile, maybe you are folding warm laundry right now, or sitting with your tea gone a little cold, while you only half listen. Settle in. Let your shoulders drop down from your ears. The Chariot is your month, and it is also pointing at one real moment coming. A moment where you stop weighing every option and you simply move. Look at the charioteer first. See the figure standing tall inside that stone carriage, holding no reins at all, steering the whole thing with willpower alone. That is you, this month, at work or in your studies. You have spent so long being fair to everyone, lining up every angle, making sure no one feels left out of your decision, that the decision never actually got made. The Chariot says that is done. You will pick the direction. You will say the firm yes or the clean no, and you will hold steady even when someone you respect pushes back. This is the month a project, a job, a course, or a piece of your own business stops being a maybe and becomes a thing you are actually driving. Notice how good it feels to want something out loud for once, instead of mirroring whatever the room wants. Now look down at the 2 sphinxes resting in front of the carriage, one dark, one light, pulling in what could be opposite directions. For you, those 2 are the push and pull you carry everywhere. The part of you that wants peace at any price, and the part of you that wants to win. This month they pull together because you finally point them the same way. In your relationship, this is where you stop smoothing every rough patch so no one gets upset, and you actually steer. You name what you want from the person across from you. If you are partnered, you stop performing the easygoing one, and you ask for the thing you have quietly been doing without. If you are single, you stop letting them set the whole pace, and you decide who gets your time. The Chariot does not wait to be chosen. It chooses. So the 2 life areas the Chariot leans on hardest here are your work and your love life, your drive to build something real, and your courage to want a person out loud. The one place this card does not quite reach is family, your roots, your people, the home you come from. Hold that gently, because the 3 smaller cards underneath are going to walk you straight into it. Here is the event to watch for. Somewhere this month you will hit a moment that has been blocking you. A stuck conversation, a delayed yes, a door that would not open. And instead of going quiet and waiting it out the way you usually do, you will push through it in a single decisive move. You will know it landed, because afterward you will feel oddly calm, not anxious. You will have made the call before you had time to talk yourself out of it. That clean, slightly surprised feeling, that is the Chariot doing its work. So this whole month, Libra, you are allowed to stop being the one who keeps everyone comfortable and start being the one who actually goes somewhere. Take a slow breath here with me. You do not need everyone to agree before you move. You only need to know your own direction. Carry that quietly into the rest of your day. Underneath the Chariot sit 3 cards, and together they tell the story of how this win actually gets built, slowly, with your hands. First, the 8 of Pentacles. See the worker bent over his bench, carving the same coin again and again, every line careful, every detail his own. That is you in July, head down, getting good at something on purpose. This is the unglamorous part of the Chariot, the daily practice nobody claps for. In your work or your study, you stop rushing for the finished thing, and you fall in love with doing it well. You redo the small detail. You stay an extra hour because the quality matters to you, not because someone is watching. And what makes this even truer is the second card, the 5 of Pentacles reversed. The upright version shows 2 people out in the snow, cold and left out, walking past a lit window. Reversed, they finally turn and walk inside. For you, that warm window is your family, your chosen people, the ones you have been quietly struggling in front of without saying a word. You have a habit of swallowing the hard stuff so no one worries. This card is you finally asking for help, letting someone carry a corner of it. The hard stretch is ending because you stopped pretending you were fine. That is where family comes into this pile, soft and real. So the third card closes the circle, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Upright, it is a hand holding out a perfect gold coin, a clean new start. Reversed, that hand is holding back, and the lesson is plain. A good chance can slip if you wait too long deciding, or if you keep telling yourself there is never enough. Your indecision, the one that cannot pick the place or the plan, that is the thing the Chariot is asking you to beat this month. Do not let a real opportunity time out while you weigh it to death. See how they link. The 8 says master your craft. The 5 says let your people in while you do it. The Ace warns that all that skill means nothing if you freeze when it's time to choose. The Chariot drives them all forward. This week, pick one small thing you've been waiting to decide, and decide it before bed. Let that be enough. The sun is the headline of your whole month, Libra, and it is the warm one. This is the card of things finally going right, of joy that does not have to be earned, of being seen exactly as you are and being celebrated for it. After a stretch of holding your breath, July hands you back your color. What would change if you stopped hiding how good things are getting? So if you chose pile B, maybe you're curling up at the end of a long day, the lamp low, your shoulders finally dropping, let them drop a little more. The sun is the brightest card in the deck, and it landed in your hands for a reason. This is your month to stop performing fine and actually feel fine. Look at the child in the card, riding the horse, arms wide open, no saddle, no fear. That open posture, that is the part of you that has been waiting for permission to just be happy out loud. You are so good at making everything look lovely for everyone else. The perfect dinner, the right words, the calm face in the meeting. This month you get to drop the curation and let real joy show on your face. People will notice. Someone close to you will say you look lighter, and you'll realize they're right. Now see the big sunflowers behind the wall, tall and turned toward the light. Sunflowers follow the sun all day. They cannot help it. That is you in July, finally turning toward the things that actually feed you, instead of the things that just look good from the outside. In your work or your study, this is recognition arriving. A project you poured yourself into gets praised. A teacher, a boss, a client finally names what you do well, out loud, in front of others. You have a habit of waiting for someone to ask what you want before you say it. This month you won't have to wait as long because your good work is speaking for you. The sun also shines on love, and here it is warm and uncomplicated. If you're with someone, July brings an easy day, the kind where you both laugh at something stupid and remember why you chose each other. If you're single, you're walking into rooms with your guard down for once, and that is exactly when the right person sees you. You don't have to engineer the perfect moment or pick the perfect playlist. The sun says just show up as you are and let yourself be enjoyed. The one important event this card points to is a day of real celebration, a yes, a win, a moment of being chosen. You'll know it when it lands because you won't second guess it. Usually you replay a compliment 10 times to check if it was real. This time, you'll just believe it. That ease is the sign. The area the sun shines on most here is your work and your love. Family is the corner this card leaves a little in shadow, and the smaller cards underneath will walk you there gently. For now, breathe in slow and breathe out slower. You're allowed to enjoy this one without bracing for the bill. Let today be a little brighter than you expected, Libra. Now look underneath the sun at the 3 smaller cards, because they show you how all this brightness actually moves through your weeks. First, the King of Cups, sitting calm on his throne with the sea moving all around him, holding his cup steady, his feet never getting wet. That steadiness is you stepping into a quieter, surer version of yourself this month. Under the sun, you stop needing everyone at the table to be happy before you let yourself be okay. You feel a hard conversation coming and you don't run from it the way you usually do. You stay kind, but you stay honest. This is where family comes in. Someone in your family leans on you, and for once you help without losing yourself in their mood. You set a soft boundary, and you keep it. And what makes this even truer is the second card, the 3 of Swords reversed. The 3 swords sliding out of the heart, the storm in the picture clearing. This is old hurt finally loosening its grip. The King of Cups gave you steady hands, and now you use them to put down something heavy you have carried for a long time. Maybe an apology lands. Maybe you stop waiting for one and forgive anyway. You have a habit of swallowing small hurts until they pile up into something huge. This month, one of those quiet piles finally gets cleared and you'll feel roomier for it. Then the third card closes the circle. The 7 of Pentacles reversed. The gardener who usually leans on his tool, staring at a plant that is taking too long. Reversed, it whispers a warning under all this good light. Don't yank up the harvest before it's ready. In your work, you might get impatient and want instant results from something that still needs a few weeks. The sun is bright. The king made you steady. The 3 healed an old wound. And now this last card asks for patience with the parts still growing. Don't quit the slow thing in week 3 because it isn't done. So together these 3 are the supporting cast. Steady heart, healed hurt, patient hands. This week, pick one slow thing you almost gave up on and water it one more time before you judge it, Libra. The moon is the headline over your whole month, Libra, and it asks you to walk a road in the dark without all the answers yet. This is a month of feelings that don't have words, of half-truths and second-guessing, of not being sure if what you're afraid of is real or just a shadow on the wall. It's not bad, it's just dim, and the work is to keep walking anyway. What are you afraid of that you haven't said out loud yet? So if you chose pile C, maybe you're lying down right now with the lights low, the day finally behind you, the quiet pressing in a little. Come closer. Let me read this with you slowly because the moon does not like to be rushed. Look at the card. There's a path running between 2 towers, leading off into the distance, into the hills you cannot quite see. That path is your July. You are being asked to move forward without proof, without the full picture, and that is the hardest thing in the world for you, because you are the one who likes to weigh every option, to lay out both sides before you commit to a single step. This month, you have to step before you've finished weighing. In your work or your study, you may feel like you're guessing at what people want from you, reading the room, and coming up unsure. The honest move is to ask the plain question instead of trying to figure it out in your head for the 40th time. Notice when you're filling in someone's silence with a story you made up. Now look down at the bottom of the card. There's a creature crawling up out of the water, small and strange, coming up from a place you cannot see all the way down into. That's the old feeling rising up in you this month, the worry you thought you'd dealt with, swimming back up to be looked at again. For you, this lands hardest in relationship. You smooth everything over. You keep the peace so well that even you forget where the cracks are. This month, a small irritation you've been swallowing wants to surface. You'll feel it as a mood you can't shake, a tightness with someone you love that you can't quite name. Don't perform fine. Don't set the pretty table over the unspoken thing. Let yourself feel unsure out loud with them. The two dogs in the card, one tame and one wild, are the two voices in your head this month. The one that says you're imagining it and the one that says you're not. Your gift, Libra, is fairness, hearing both sides. Your trap is using that same gift on yourself until you can't tell which voice is true. So here is the event the moon may be pointing to. Sometime this month, something you suspected but couldn't prove gets clearer. A feeling you've been carrying gets a fact attached to it. You'll know it when it lands because the fog lifts for a second and you think, I knew it, I just didn't want to know it. It might be about a person, it might be about a job, it might be about your own heart. Whatever it is, the not knowing was heavier than the knowing turns out to be. This month is mostly leaning into relationship and your inner world, so let the smaller cards carry your work and your money story, because they do. For now, here's the gentle truth. You don't have to see the whole road to take the next step on it. You only have to see the part lit up right in front of you. Trust your feet, Libra, even when your eyes can't see far. Take a slow breath with me here. The dark is not against you. It's just asking you to feel your way for a little while. Underneath the moon sit 3 smaller cards, and together they tell the story of how you find your way through the fog. The first is the 6 of Cups. Look at the children in the card, one handing the other a cup full of flowers, all soft and gentle and from another time. This is you missing how things used to feel this month. With the moon making everything unclear, you reach back for something that felt safe. A song, a place, a person from your past. Here's where family comes in. You may talk to someone from the old days again. A sibling, an old friend who feels like family. Someone who knew you before you learned to keep everyone else comfortable. It's tender. Just notice if you're going back because it's real or because the present feels too foggy to face. And the second card picks that up and carries it forward. The 9 of Wands. See the figure leaning on one wand, bandaged, tired, watching the rest of the wands lined up behind them. This is you near the end of something hard, more worn out than you let on. Because you mirror everyone around you so well, you've been holding it together for the people who lean on you and nobody's noticed you're tired. The old comfort from that first card is exactly what's helping you keep standing here. This shows up in your week as one more push when you thought you were done. One last boundary you have to hold. You can hold it. You're closer to the end than the dark lets you see. And the third card closes the circle, the Page of Pentacles. Look at the young figure standing in an open field, holding a single coin up, studying it like it's the start of something. After the fog of the moon, after the missing of the old days, after the long tired stand, here comes a clear, solid new thing. This is your career and money card, the one the moon left for last. Good news about money, a course you want to take, a small offer that asks you to learn something new. It's practical and real, and it does not lie to you the way the shadows do. So the 3 together go like this. You reach back for comfort, you find the strength to keep standing, and then you spot the small green shoot of something new and steady. This week, write down the one piece of good news, however small, and let it be proof the fog is lifting. Let the steady thing be steady. Thank you for spending this slice of your evening with me, Libra. Whether you sat with the Chariot and its long, determined push, the sun and all its warm relief, or the moon and its quiet, uncertain road, your July is being held with care. You don't have to have it all figured out tonight. Here's my wish for you this month. May you learn that you're allowed to want something clearly, to say it plainly without softening it into a question first. You spend so much of your life making sure everyone else is comfortable. Let this be the month you ask yourself what you actually want, and let the answer be enough on its own. If these readings keep finding you at the right moment, you're welcome to subscribe, so next month's reading comes to you without you having to look for it. And save this one. Come back to your pile whenever the days get loud, and you need to remember what the cards told you. Take care of yourself out there, Libra.